In today's video, I'm here to share with you my fragrance tray for the month of August. If you're interested, then just keep watching. Hi, my name is Ayesha from simplyayesha.com. Here on YouTube, I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're interested in, please subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. As I said, in today's video, I'll be sharing with you my fragrance tray for the month of August. However, before we get into the August fragrance tray, I will give you a recap of my July fragrance tray. So let's go ahead and get into this month's fragrances. So this is my July fragrance tray, and I feel like these fragrances really overall worked well for me this month. So first up is La Capitale from Xerjoff. This is a strawberry and caramel scent that kind of has a bit of a leathery undertone to it. This one in particular, I put on my tray because it was kind of on the chopping block. It's one of those fragrances that I don't know, I never really bonded with it. So I put it on this tray this month to see if I could bond with it. And I still have to say, I don't know that I've bonded with it, but I did wear it one time and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm not getting rid of it. I will be keeping it. And I'm thinking that as it starts to cool down more, I will try to reach for it some more because I did really enjoy it the night that I wore it. Next up is another 13 from Le Labo. This is a molecular scent that doesn't smell the same on anybody. Some people can smell it, some people can't. On me, I find it to be like an airy, woody scent with a bit of a citrusy take to it. I love this fragrance, and it was on my fragrance tray this month just because I wanted to use it up, because it's one of those fragrances that I have been down so low on for the longest, and it was only so low because for some reason when I get to a certain level in my bottles, sometimes I just stop using them. So I was like, let me not let this go bad and actually use it up. Like, don't be afraid to use up the bottle, Ayesha. You can always buy another one. And indeed, I did use up the bottle. You might be a tiny corner in there, but I can't get any more out. So I'm not going to get rid of this bottle though, because this is a refillable bottle. So I think I will get it refilled. I don't know how soon I will, maybe for my birthday or around my birthday. I don't know. But I'm definitely going to be adding this back into my collection at some point. Next up is Xerjoff Libre. This is a gourmand fragrance that is, to me, smells like lemon cookies. It has a bit of a caramel undertone to it as well. Love this fragrance. Really, really enjoyed wearing it this month. I probably wore it at least 4 times. Probably just to bed or around my house, but I really enjoyed wearing it. I just wore it last night actually. And I felt like I just smelled delicious. I paired it with a new body spray that I have that was sent to me. I'm going to insert a picture for you all, but it's called Dirty Lemon from BedtimeCozy Perfume. So I paired Libre with that last night and really, really enjoyed the smell of it. So really happy I put this on my tray, because where it sits in my collection, I just don't reach for it. I have to get on a ladder to reach for it. And I'm glad that I put it on my tray because I really enjoy using it. I still love this fragrance. Next up is Oud Orange Intense from Fragrance Du Bois. Love this fragrance. I think I only wore it once this month, but that's okay, because to me, this is a going out type of fragrance. It's not really something I want to wear around the house, and it's not really something I want to wear out to run to the grocery store. To me, it's more special than that. Not that you should save your fragrances for special occasions. I'm not saying that. But for me, this doesn't line up with those things. Like, I like to wear fragrances that I feel are appropriate for occasions, as you guys probably know. So I just really enjoy wearing this. This one is a hard one to explain, but to me, it smells like a woody, slightly fruity scent, and the fruit in here smells orange, almost like mandarin or something like that. But then it also has some coconut in here, but it smells like the meat of a coconut, not like a super tropical scent. So to me, it kind of has a tropical lean, but it's a very like elevated scent. Love this one. Next up is Patchouli Paris from Guerlain. This is a patchouli scent that has aldehydes to it. I wore this maybe once or twice this month. I did enjoy wearing it. I know a lot of y'all on my last video, on my last fragrance tray video, I know some people were like, man, you're putting some heavy hitters on there for summer. I'm like, you know what? I'm wearing what I want to wear. I am a person who likes seasonal type fragrances, but I also like to switch it up, and I love darker scents. I love heavier scents. So anytime I can incorporate them when it's hot, I will, as long as it's not going to be like outside and all that stuff. So I did wear this and really, really enjoyed this, and I think this is going to be something that I wear a lot when it cools down some more. So beautiful, beautiful patchouli scent. Next up is Bitter Peach from Tom Ford, and this is actually my scent for today. And actually, this is the first time I'm wearing it this month. So even though it's been on my tray, I have not worn it. I still love it. I just haven't worn it, y'all. But I'm wearing it today. This is a boozy peach. It does have patchouli in it as well. It kind of starts out like peach gummy rings, but as it dries, it becomes darker, deeper, more earthy. Not going to be for everybody, but I think it's a beautiful, unique scent. And like I said, it is my fragrance for today. Next up is Wave Child from Room 1013. This is a beautiful watermelon scent. I believe it's like watermelon and ambergris. It does have this kind of seaside smell to it. And it has a slight salty feel to it, but not super salty. I received some good compliments on this fragrance this month. This was actually put on my tray because I had never worn it before, and I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm down here. So I wore this quite a few times. I really enjoyed wearing it. I felt like it was unique, and even though it was watermelon and sweet initially, I don't feel like it smelled too flat. Like it felt more complex, but not crazy hard to wear. So kind of an addictive scent in my opinion. Next up is Mandorlo di Sicilia from Acqua di Parma. This is like a watered down Dr. Pepper type scent. So it gives a bit of almond, some spiciness, some sweetness, a little bit of powderiness, but it's very transparent. And for me, it makes it perfect for summer because you hear those notes and you think that it's probably going to be heavy and powdery and all that. But the way they've done this fragrance, it works perfectly for the heat. That's when I prefer to wear it. And yeah, I did use it quite a bit this month. I don't know how many times I wore it, but if I had to guess, I would say at least 5 times this month. It was just an easy reach for me. And I know y'all are probably thinking, hey, there's no dent there, but this is a 5-ounce bottle. 5-ounce bottle, so I feel like that is a pretty decent dent because this bottle is huge. Next up is Malibu Party in the Bay from Simone Andreoli. This is a beautiful lime scent. I believe it has coconut and some rum to it as well. So it smells like a tropical drink to me, but it's lime forward. Absolutely love this fragrance. I really enjoy wearing it this month. I did take it with me on my recent vacation and it worked out perfectly for that, for daytime. I just felt like it just smells so good and refreshing without being the typical citrus fragrance or without being the typical coconut fragrance. I think it's just absolutely stunning. And then lastly, we have Guerlain Aqua Allegoria Forte Bosca Vanilla. This is a vanilla floral scent. It is beautiful. It does lean tropical. The florals in here, I couldn't tell you what they are, but to me it smells like a mix of like tropical florals. So think like jasmine, tiare flower, manoi, those type of florals. And then the vanilla in here is that Guerlain like vanilla. So you get that smoothness, that sweetness, a slight tiny bit of powderiness, but I would not consider this a powdery fragrance at all. This smells like a fresh summery vanilla to me, and I did enjoy wearing it. All right, let's go ahead and load this August tray. If you've never seen one of my fragrance tray videos, the way that I do my fragrance tray videos is that I pick out 10 fragrances for the month. Those 10 fragrances are just like a suggestion for me. I can wear my entire collection anytime I want to, but the 10 fragrances that I put on the tray are just for me to have an easy reach tray, basically things I want to focus on this month. It's in an area where I see it a lot, so it just makes it easier for me. And what also makes it easier for me is that when I pick them out, I put all the fragrances into categories. So those categories should cover me no matter the occasion. So if I'm in a rush, no matter the occasion, I should have a fragrance on this tray that will work. Sounds confusing. But I promise it's easy. So let's go ahead and get into this first fragrance. So my first category is my day-to-day fragrance. So this is like an easy reach fragrance. And for that, I chose Herba Gold from Xerjoff. This is a beautiful fruity, ambery musk type of fragrance. The fruits in here are bold. They smell melon forward. They're sweet, but not overly sweet. And then it's balanced out with this amber musk combination, but it's not a strong amber and musk. So if you smell the original Herba Pura, to me, this one is a bit smoother. It's sweeter. It has different types of fruits in it. So the original Herba Pura kind of smells more passion fruit forward to me. This one smells more melon forward. So I figured this would be a good one for like an everyday easy reach fragrance for the summer before we're moving away from summer fragrances. The next category is my special daytime fragrance. So this will be a fragrance I can wear on day dates and things like that. And the fragrance that I chose is Isola Blue from YSL Perfume. So this is a beautiful citrus fragrance. It has like a mix of citruses, but I feel like there's probably like bergamot in here, but also maybe orange. And this also has this kind of oceanic feel to it. It's not really salty or anything like that, but it smells very fresh and sophisticated, and it has a bit of depth to it for a citrus fragrance that I feel like makes it a bit more formal than your average citrus fragrance. It's not terribly sweet, but it does have a little bit of sweetness to it. I got this last year and loved it, but I realized the other day that I have not worn this summer, so I knew I was going to put this on my tray, and I think this will make a great like special daytime scent. The next category is my bedtime/cozy scent, and for that I chose Kayali Yum Pistachio Gelato. I feel like everybody smells this, but if you have not, it is a pistachio scent that has a bit of sweetness to it. It has some nuttiness to it, and it has this beautiful kind of airy, citrusy take on it that makes it not feel heavy, even though it is a sweet gourmand scent. I think this is very cozy, so I can definitely wear it to bedtime, and that's why I'm putting it on the tray. But I also feel like I can reach for this on just a day-to-day basis because it's not too sweet and it's beautiful. So my next category is a night out fragrance, and for that I have something quite different from all the other ones I've chosen for this month. This is Killian Smoking Hot. So this is like a hookah inspired scent. So to me it smells like a smoky, fruity scent. The fruit in here I believe is either raspberry or apple or something like that, but it smells like hookah. Like it has that specific kind of hookah smell to me. It's a little boozy. It's beautiful, interesting, not for everybody, but it's one that I absolutely love, and I find it to be so unique. And although it's still hot right now, I feel like this is like a sexy nighttime scent that doesn't feel too heavy for nighttime. I would not wear this during the day right now, but for a night out, especially if I'm going like to like a speakeasy or something like that, absolutely. So hope to get a chance to wear this out somewhere this month. My next category is my date night in category. And for this category, I like to pick a fragrance to wear like when I'm doing a movie night with my husband or just doing something a little bit more special or having a girls' night or something like that. And for that, I chose Vanilla Vice from Sniff. This is a vanilla fragrance that I have to tell you, I have not worn very much, but to me, it kind of smells like a melted ice cream. It's that type of vanilla, but it's not overly sugary sweet. It still has some sophistication to it. I feel like it has some sort of woody base to it as well. I wouldn't call this a woody scent, but I feel like there's definitely something there that gives it a darker base. So I'm excited to play around with this month. My next category is my gym/clean girl scent, and for that I chose Mojave Ghost from Byredo. This is a very popular fragrance, but I have not worn mine in quite a long time, but I love it. I love this fragrance. It's a spa-like scent in my opinion. To me, it comes off woody and fresh, but also slightly green and slightly musky as well. So I'm hoping to wear this to the gym this month, or just on days where I just want to smell fresh and clean, or to bed. And I do have the body wash and body lotion to go with this, so I will be pairing it with those as well. But I feel like this is just the perfect time of year to wear Mojave Ghost. The next category is a fragrance that I would like to use up or put a big dent in. And for that, I went with White Suede from Tom Ford. This is a gorgeous scent. I absolutely love it. It is a suede scent, but it has this kind of smoky vibe to it. The suede smells very high quality. It has some muskiness to this as well. This is a fragrance that I can wear pretty much anywhere, any time of year. I've worn it on airplanes before. I've worn it to bed. I always get compliments on this, even though it's not a super strong projecting fragrance. It is just beautiful and an easy reach without being boring. So the reason I want to use it up is because you can see I have like used up half the bottle, but I found the large bottle for a really good deal about a month or so ago. So I have a backup of this. So I'm like, you know what? Let's go ahead and put this baby to use, because I don't need to be scared about using it up because I already have a backup. The next category is a brand new or never worn fragrance. And for that, I chose this fragrance from the Merchant of Venice. I believe it's called Lefens Perfume. I feel like the name is not on the bottle. If it is, it's probably down there small, but I'm pretty sure it's called Lefens Perfume. But y'all, don't worry, I'll have links and names to all the fragrances in the description box like always. But anyway, this is a new fragrance to me. I've never worn it, and so I want to get to know it this month. This was inspired by Demi Rawling, so now like when I ordered this bottle, I think I paid like $75 for it, but now it sold out last time I looked for it. So hopefully I can find it again at a decent price. But anyway, this is like from what I know, it smells like a vanilla and white floral scent that kind of leans slightly tropical, but not fully there. So I'm hoping to get to know this month. The next category is one that I incorporated last month for the first time, but this is the category of fragrance that I want to put on the chopping block. So hopefully by the end of this month, I know whether I need to keep this fragrance or if it's time for me to move it along to somebody else. So the fragrance we're talking about is YSL Libre or Libre. This is the original OG. This is the only bottle I've had, and you can see I have not used that much. I really enjoy the smell of this fragrance. I am not one of those people that bought this fragrance when it first came out and wore it. It took me a while to buy this fragrance, but when I initially bought it, I really enjoyed it, but I just have not reached for it in probably well over a year. And so I'm like, should I get rid of it? I mean, it's probably no reason for me to sell it because honestly, it's a small bottle. These fragrances don't sell very well like secondhand because obviously they're so popular and not extremely expensive in store. But I'm hoping that I fall back in love with it, honestly. I'm hoping that I get some good use out of it this month. So this is a lavender and white floral scent. I think it has orange blossom, I believe, and some vanilla. But overall, it's kind of a more airy, sophisticated type scent. And yeah, I'm excited about trying this out again and getting to know it again. And then the last category is my wild card fragrance. And for this category, I just pick a fragrance that I want to put on the tray for whatever reason. It can have an overlap of like use or whatever. It's just a fragrance that I just wanted to add. And so I decided to go for Holiday. It's from Mansera. This is a coconut, like sunscreen type coconut floral scent. It's very tropical, very beachy. This summer, I feel like I have not worn many coconut fragrances, even though that's typically my summer go-to. And so I felt like, you know, before the summer is over, let me go ahead and pull this out. Now, this is a pretty thick scent, so technically you could wear this year round. So sometimes when I'm feeling like I'm tired of the dark scents during like the summer, during like the winter, then I'll wear this because it is strong enough to cut through. And y'all know I don't live in a super cold climate, but we do get some cold days. But anyway, it can be worn year round, but to me, it just reminds me of summer. I love it, and I'm hoping to use it a bit this almost last month of summer. I mean, summer doesn't technically end until September, but I feel like when kids go back to school, people just call it the end of summer. So yeah, I'm hoping to get some good use out of this, and I do love this fragrance. It's not going anywhere. I just need to use it because I haven't used it probably at all this summer. So that is this month's fragrance tray. I feel like I have some really good options on there. I am excited to play around with these. If you do fragrance tray videos, make sure you leave me a link in the comments and let me know if you try any of these fragrances. Will any be going on your tray? Let's share in the comment section. Before you leave, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.